Good morning, comrade subscribers. Thanks for hanging around, those of you who have. I just want to say something. But yeah, anyway, so enough about that. So yeah, getting on to this, let me just tidy that up, get that old handband off it. So I now have two of these machines. And a big thank you to someone on the Australian Computer Retro Facebook group. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. I should have looked up your comment. Who noticed this? I posted about my PC 4000, and then they said, "Oh, look, there's a PC 5000. If you're interested." So this actually came from the UAE. So no, that doesn't mean I'm pro-Palestinian or whatever. Okay, this is where it's come from. So yeah, there's a PC 4000 and a PC 5000. Let's have a look. So they both weigh about that. This one feels a little bit heavier, but that's because it's got this Smartcoupler on the DD50 port. Hopefully that means there's no batteries inside, because that would be bad. But yeah, so the reason why I grabbed this is because it was a pretty good price, and hopefully it would give maybe a little bit more information about how these machines work. So the main difference between the 4000 and the 5000 is, well, the main difference I believe is that the 4000 or the 5000 has got this port here which allows you to add and remove memory modules, whereas the 4000 doesn't. It's all sealed. So actually I might get this thing off, it might be helpful. But the other thing I noticed is, you notice how there's a difference in the color of the screens? So one of the other options, because these are like waterproof and blah 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 blah, is you could actually get a screen that would work under a wider temperature range. So I'm wondering, this looks like a normal graphics LCD, so maybe this is the, I'll have to have a look. But yeah, there was an option you could get where the screen had a wider working temperature range. So maybe that's it there. So yeah, so let's get, so it came with this. Actually, I can unscrew it. So one of the reasons why I got this is that maybe like I've been working trying to figure out the pin out. So I think I've got the serial ports figured out, but yeah. So this particular device here is a General Electric type SC-2 Smartcoupler. You've got a catalogue number there. Yeah, made in the USA. So I'm not entirely sure. Something about power meters, maybe optical coupling with power meters. I don't know. I could not find any information about this either. So there is obviously, so I don't know if that there is what that does. Well, we're going to pull it apart, of course. But yeah, and there's this wire that's coming out here. So I don't know. Maybe this was a barcode reader or something. Maybe there was a barcode reader attached to it. I don't know. It's a shame that's not there anymore. And then we've got a DE9 on the side there, and the DD50 there. So that'll be interesting to pull apart. But let's actually, I should go. I need to go take a photo for the thumbnail first. Let me go take a photo for the thumbnail before I dismantle everything. Okay, so so this one definitely had, it said made in the USA by Micro Computers, but this has got a made in China cheapo sticker, so that's a bit weird. I'm going to take that off. But the proof will be when we open up the battery compartment, just like that, just a single turn. Yeah, manufactured in the USA by Micro Computers. Actually, let's have a quick look. Yep, made in USA. Actually, just a quick comparison. What's the serial number? Oh, okay, it's very, very different. So this 4000 is serial number that, and this one is that. Well, okay. Can't really tell anything from it. Anyway, there we go. So yeah, nice and clean. Very good, very good. Different colour little switch there. Okay, so actually let's have a look in the ROM department. See what version ROMs it's got. So actually I was pretty, I'm a little bit proud of the work I've done on this, because there was apparently MS-DOS version 2.25 that was a bit of a mythical version that people had heard about but no one had ever seen. And lo and behold, this comes with MS-DOS 2.25. Not a complete install. The command interpreter is there on the floppy disk, but I'm thinking maybe IO and MS-DOS.sys are maybe on the ROM. So I'm hoping that that's the case. Anyway, this is a little bit hard to get out, so give me a couple of minutes. Okay, so we do have... Right, so this is the 4000. I'm not going to go too much on the 4000. I've got videos about that. But we've got this PR10001, and this is 10003. So this is version 2.8, and this was version 2.2. So this is definitely the diagnostics, because that's, well, it comes up, says diagnostics version 2.2. So this here, 2.8, I'm thinking is maybe the embedded, is the BIOS, maybe the embedded MS-DOS as well, perhaps. I'm hoping. So on this one here, on the 5000, what have we got? We've got, doesn't really, it's not really clear. So this is PR10002, not PR10003, like what I had in the... So I'm not sure what the numbering down there is supposed to mean. Anyway. Right. Now the other thing... Oh, okay. I just noticed that as well. 4,000, 5,000. Okay. So in the... Let's put that back on. So I'm not sure... Oh, did that not tighten up, or do I go the other way? Oh, there we go. Now it's clicked. Okay. So I'm not entirely sure how this opens. So this is the... I don't know if it just slides out, or maybe there's a clip there, and there's a clip. Maybe these are clips here. Yeah, I think it might be easy just to pull it apart, because it certainly doesn't... Well, you know, it's supposed to be environmentally sealed, so it certainly does. That looks like it's been glued. Yeah, I think I'm just going to open it up by the sides. So I will do that, and I'll be back. Before I pull it apart, I realise I should probably just see if it powers on. I'm not sure how much charge these batteries have got, but worst case I could just hook it up to the power supply. So that was off. I couldn't remember how to get it on last time. Oh, there we go. Oh. Interesting. Test system RAM. Alright, the contrast is well. Well, we know that, but I'm just trying to adjust the contrast. Error F1 resume. Sorry, I know you can't see that. So diagnostic monitor 2.5. Okay, so it's a newer version than 2. Although this is PR10002, not right. Display, help screens, display memory, miscellaneous F5. I know you can't really see that. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Where's escape? I'm just trying to... Oh, contrast. There we go. It's on the main. There we go. Now we can see it. Display memory, I don't know. Oh, no, we don't want that. Diagnostics. Memory test ports, memory sizing. Let's just do that. Memory test, system memory, data memory non-destructive. Let's just do. Beginning. Oh, I don't know. Segment 0. Oh, okay. Can I escape through that? All right. I just wanted to memory sizing, display test. What about F4 memory sizing? Internal. Oh, module 0, module 1, 1 meg, 1 meg. Oh, okay. So we've got a lot of extra RAM in here. Okay. So 256K, which is on the board, here, and then two 1 megabyte modules at the front there. So this one's got 256K modules. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, it's working as well. Actually, thing is, because it's got a lithium backup battery, which is probably, it says 80% after 15 years. So this is what, 30, 40 years. So unfortunately, whatever was in here is well gone. So I need to go shift off. There we go. So I don't know, let's just see if this does anything, hooking this on. I don't think it's going to do anything because there's no software. The software would have been lost. What did I do last time? I just put it on the side. There we go. Power on, program restart, 2.5, yeah. Escape, exit. Test system RAM. Well, we know it's not going to boot, but I'll just see just in case it does. No. Oh, 1990. Okay, it's got a 1990 date on it. Yeah. All right. So nothing further. Well, it does say test ports, diagnostics. Oh, diagnostics, ports. Oh, I don't know. I don't have the documentation. Port 0. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, wasting time. All right, let's pull it apart. Actually, why don't we pull this apart? Let's just see what this does. I don't think we'll be able to see what it does, but let's get that off first. So yeah, like, that's a shame. I don't know what that was. Obviously thought it was too fiddly to have it on there, or maybe even just sell it separately, perhaps. Who knows what these people do. That's all metal there, so all right, I'll undo all these screws, and I think I've pretty much got it. Okay. Take that off. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's keeping it in place. Oh, okay. It does a few things. Oh, and things are connected to pins. So I do on my GitHub. I wonder if I have to undo these. On my GitHub, I do have the pinout I have figured out so far, which is basically just the Max 232 pinouts, basically. What pins they go to. So I don't know if it's entirely useful. Is that too big? Might that fit in there? No, it's too big. Okay, let me see if I can pull this off. Of course, that's not going to come out because it's wide, isn't it? So that's just going to be loose. Okay. So what does that do then? there's not actually anything, doesn't actually seem to do anything. It's not connected to anything. How am I gonna, how did they do this? Did they, must have slid it in sideways or something. I do it like this. How did they get this in here? No, not like that. That's not going to work. Well, I better take a photo of what the pinout is just so I know what it is. Yep, so what do we have? Alright, more screws there. Oh God, I hope you're not expecting me to put this back together again. Seeing as I don't have the software that uses it. Okay, there we go. Alright. Oh, okay, very interesting. Very interesting. So maybe this is a serial. What's serial? Is it female or male? I'm not sure off the top of my head. Okay, so I reckon this was some sort of barcode reader or something, maybe. Unplug that there, 6 pins. Okay, little microcontroller. How am I going to... Right, I'm going to have to sit down and work out these pins. But yeah, so this thing here, I don't know what this does, but this is not, it's not connected to anything. So it was definitely whatever this was, I reckon, is what the input device was. But yeah, let's stop my MC. Oh, it's a 68HC. So it's one of those microcontrollers. Motorola MC68HC70508CFN something. LM2, so is that an amp or something, amplifier? 74HC02, 74HC86, so all this low power CMOS logic as well. So I don't know, that looks like that. I don't think that comes off, that one there. I don't think that pulls up, does it? I think that's soldered in. Okay, but interesting. 4 megahertz, sorry, 4 megahertz crystal. I'll hold it still so you can see. All upside down, of course. But yeah, so whatever this was, I assume some sort of input device. And the barcode reader makes sense to me, but I've never had one, so I don't know what they. Okay, that pulls out. So I could almost just remove this sleeving, this outer sleeve. Yeah, pull that off. There we go. Pull that off. And then that pulls out. Okay. So whatever this was connected to, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I don't know, there's obviously a ground, serial data, clock, maybe a push button or power, maybe, I don't know. All right, I maybe could figure it out from this. from where the pins go. Anyway, so yeah, so what is of most interest to me is the pinout and also the connection to here as well. So I will go and dig out my GitHub to see what pins I've got on there, and see what matches up with here. All right, yep, sorry, rambling. Oh, 7 minutes long segment. All right, I will probably, as part of the, I'll update this as part of the video description, I think. Link to my GitHub, so I won't do it now, but I'll do that as part of the video description. I'll upload the video. Right, now to pull this fellow apart, I've still got a bit of time before work. All these, yep, so I'll undo all these Allen keys, Allen screws on the sides, and I'll be back. Just about undone all the screws. It's going to be it's going to be sad to, or disappointing, not sad. It's going to be sad to break this, but you know, warranty seals aren't meant to be able to be pulled off. That's the only. If I could pull it off and save it, I would, but it's not gonna. No, it's gonna. So I think the easiest thing to do is just to cleanly slice through it. I think that's probably going to be the best way to preserve it. So this seems to be maybe later manufacture in the PC 4000. Certainly, well, there was that German magazine article that I linked in. This looks newer. Well, that. Hey, warranty seal. Anyway, right now. Yeah, that German article, they were certainly spruiking them in 1992 still. So, but as far as I can tell, they never had a web presence. But if they did, it was before Archive came along, because Archive has no record of them. Okay. Might need to undo them a bit more. All right, well, when I've got it open, I'll be back. Okay, there we go. So pretty much same. Ooh, got some bodgy in there. Some bodge work. I'll just undo the LCD ribbon cable. Okay, so yeah, that's I didn't see that in the. We've got the bloody backlight. That's the backlight cable, which actually is looks a bit different. Looks more solid. That looks different as well. Okay, yeah, some differences to manufacture. This looks better. Okay, so this is going to be, it's siliconed to keep the seal with the DD50 connector. So it's just silicon. I'll just pull that off. Okay. So yeah, so if we get this out, get the display out, because that is the backlight connector, I believe, which is this button on the side here. Will this lift out? I can't remember. Mostly it will. I think I need to do those screws up there. Da-da-da. Okay. What else was there? Oh, that's right. There's a an edge connector in the middle here. That's holding it down mostly, I believe. Yeah, edge connector there. This bloody backlight cable's annoying, isn't it? Maybe I'll pull this out. So, pull those out. So I should really pull the PC4000 apart so you can have a side by side, but as I have done the video on the, I have pulled it apart. There's the backlight connector there. Yes, I don't see anything apart from this little bodge down here. Yeah, and the colour of the screen. Just get the go give that a clean. Not that it's going to make much difference. Get this away. Okay. I think once I get this apart, I think that'll be the end of the video. Good little start. So I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just that feels like it's connected. Oh, okay, no, it's just some more silicone along the bottom. Just seal it in there. Okay. All right, so we've got various cables and stuff connected. Down here, got a cable there, and got a cable up in the corner here. Oops. And then we've got this cable up here. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't think I had this out like this before. I don't think I had it out like this. Anyway, I can certainly see there looks to be a few more bodges on this one. Yeah, maybe. So, 80C88. So this is all your system RAM down here, 256K. You've got these two CPLDs, I guess. What else do we have? Of course, you've got the two ROMs there. 32K ROMs, I believe. So I think this looks neater. Can't remember. Inspect Team 5. Revision C. Yeah. I should... I'm going to have to pull the PC4000 apart and compare them side by side, aren't I? Okay, so yeah, that just has to drag along. But yeah, so this is the, okay. So here we've got, so in the PC4000 we had, I think, two double-sided boards of 256K. So these chips here, so it looks like these are memory chips, don't they? You could probably read that better than I can. CXK 58257 AM-10, so 100 nanosecond something or others, I assume. Actually, what's the... let's have a look at the date stamps. What have we got on date stamp wise? See any obvious date stamps? Is that maybe a 91? So I think the 4000 I've got is 88, 87, yeah, 91. So this is 3 years, yeah, so this is a 91, looks like. So 3 years newer than the 4000 I've got. Although I think they probably came out at the same time, but they're just different designs. Now, this module thing here. So this is the card edge I was telling you about. And then we've got shift on the side, backlight on that side. I don't want to peel too much of this out. Does this come out so I can see what's underneath it? Doesn't really feel like it. That lever's up. Unless this is because the 4000's got module 0 and module 1, 256K, I think off the top of my head. And it had 2 physical modules here. So maybe this is 1 meg maybe. And because it's newer, they've put it onto one board. But I'm just, because what I want to do is figure out how to open. Okay, so there's like a bit of black plastic there, and to be honest, actually, it feels like this is empty. Oh, it looks like there's another lithium. Looks like there might be another lithium battery, separate one on this one. So there's a lithium battery here, so that's going to be fun. I've found them on eBay, but I don't know if they'll send them to Australia. So this is a lithium battery here, LTC 7PN, and it looks like there's a separate one for this memory module, which makes sense because it's kind of like the fixed storage. And it actually looks like, so it looks like this is another edge connector here. So this actually pulls out by the looks of it. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Cool, all right. Didn't know that. Like I said, I think under there is probably empty. That's probably what they've glued it shut. So, yeah, but there we go. So this is, so I'll find out what these are. Micro palm. Yeah. Cool. So I don't know, what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. So I don't know, what's 1024 divided by 16? I don't know off the top of my head. So if that's 1024 and that's 1024, then yeah, that would make sense. Cool, okay, I did not know I could do that. Okay, and then obviously under here we've got more edge connectors for other memory modules to slide in. But I reckon that will be empty. Can I just pull this out? So it doesn't feel like there's anything in there. Doesn't want to pull out. Oh, it's probably because these edges are stuck. Can I just it's probably pull forward, isn't it? All right, let me figure this out. I think that's got it. I think that'll come out a bit easier this way. Well, just, yeah, there we go. Okay, all right. Here we go. Okay, so serial number, okay, installed. Memory module 1024. So unless this is 1000, unless this one's 1024 and then there's a second 1024 under there. Because that'll be 32. Let me just look these up. So these are actually 32K each. So we've got 32 in total. So this is a 1 megabyte module. That must mean that there is actually a second module in here. which is then sealed up, I guess. How do you replace the... I'm gonna have to break it. So it does look like there's two clips here that are kind of coming out. There you go, one clip's out, other clip's out. Okay, but no, it still doesn't want to come because of this. So I reckon this is glued. I reckon that's why that's not coming out. It looks like it's been glued, in my opinion. Yeah, so I'm just breaking the glue. Breaking the glue, being careful. So I imagine that this would just, you can see the way it's indented, that normally you would just pull it out like this, but let's say it's been glued shut. Oh, okay, so I'd say it's the whole, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. I'd say it's this whole thing that slides out, actually. Yeah, this whole thing must slide out, so there. Okay, can I just disconnect this? Maybe. Does it look like I can? Yes, there we go. Okay, perfect, all right. Put that aside. No doubt that's been stressing some of you, that the display's going to get scratched. Okay, so actually I've gotten a lot further in this one. I don't think I pulled the other one apart. Hang on. Anyway, let's get the memory module out of the way. Okay, so come on, you bastard. Come on, you bastard. All right, I'll be back because I think this is going to be a little tiresome. I am going to admit defeat for now, but pretty much, yeah, what this is a memory module, basically the same as this, but in a case that is just slipped in the end and seated into that, and then for whatever reason appears to have been glued shut, so it can't be removed. Yeah, I'm quite disappointed that they've done that. I can understand that, you know, if you wanted something sealed, then yeah, you need. Although still, they would have designed this so that it could be sealed. Like, you know, we've got these two things on the end here, which I assume offer some sort of protection. Oh, sorry, you didn't see that. But yeah, it's just not sliding out. Anyway, so I think probably the most interesting thing will be having a look at this pinout and comparing it with what I've got to see if I can make a serial cable and talk to one of these things. Okay, well, hopefully that wasn't too drawn out. Bye for now.